Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Kristen. This is my booktube, and in today's video, it is absolutely freezing in Texas right now. Not even a joke. It is below freezing temperatures. Last time I looked, it was about 15 degrees Fahrenheit outside, and with the wind chill, it feels like -1. So I'm not going anywhere today. It is a Sunday afternoon. I don't have any plans. I actually canceled any plans that I did make today because I don't want to be out on the roads in this kind of cold weather where there could be ice and other drivers making bad decisions. So I just decided to hunker down at home and have a nice little cozy reading Sunday afternoon. So since I'm planning on just sitting around and doing some reading by a fire for most of today, I figured it is a perfect opportunity to do a little bit of a cozy reading vlog. I haven't done a specific cozy reading vlog like this, mainly because this is the coldest that it's been pretty much since I started my YouTube channel. So I got my fire going. I have a nice little candle going. I'm gonna grab myself a little beverage, and we're going to get into starting a brand new thriller. For today's afternoon of reading, I have chosen to read You're Invited by Amanda Jayatissa. I'm not entirely sure if that's how you say her last name, but this is a book of the month book that I received in July of 2022. So I have had this book for a while and I have yet to actually read it. So what better time to break open this bad boy and start a new reading vlog than today. This is going to be my book of choice for the afternoon. So the only thing I know about this book is that it takes place at a wedding, and right on the cover, it says, "She'll wish she never RSVP'd." So I just read the inside cover of this book. It seems to be about our main character, whose name is Amaya, and she receives an invitation to her best friend's wedding after being basically shut out for the last few years, only to find out that her ex-best friend is getting married to her ex-boyfriend in an over-the-top wedding in Sri Lanka. So she makes it her mission to go to this wedding and try whatever she can to stop it. And once she is there, the bride-to-be ends up going missing and is presumed dead. And Amaya becomes a top suspect in her disappearance / potential murder. And it seems like as the story goes on, we're going to realize that there are multiple people at this wedding who have their very own reasons to stop it and want the bride-to-be out of the way. That is literally all I know just from reading the inside jacket cover. So I'm excited to get into this. So let's go ahead and just start doing some reading. Alrighty friends, checking back in. I've been reading for a few hours. It is now dark outside. I am a little over 100 pages into this book and I don't know what's going on. I have some theories. I have some ideas about what is going on with the dynamic of the people in this book. It takes place completely in Sri Lanka, actually. The main character and the main victim in this book are both from Sri Lanka, and they're childhood friends that had a falling out over something that happened around 5 years ago. And I don't fully know what's going on yet. I mean, I shouldn't. I'm only 100 pages in. If I did figure it out at this point, that is a sign that this thriller was not written very well, at least in my opinion. That's my hallmark for a good thriller, is I shouldn't be able to guess what the ending is 8 chapters in. And so far, we're on chapter 7, 107 pages in. I don't really know what's going on. I like how the book is set up. It's set up kind of in this past-present perspective, but it's hopping around a little bit. So we started out with when the victim disappeared and the police and everything showing up to the hotel. And then it jumped back to 3 months before the wedding, and it's kind of been bouncing back and forth since then. And it's kind of been bouncing back and forth between the days leading up to the wedding and the transcripts of the police interviews. So it's not even like a true time jump. It's more like archival documentation, kind of, because it's literally just transcripts of the not testimonies, of the interviews that different people are giving to the police. So yeah, I have my suspicions. I have the things that I think are causing this weird dynamic between this family and the main character, but not entirely sure how it's gonna go yet. I think that this is all I'm gonna read tonight. I'm about a little over a quarter of the way through this book, and I will probably continue reading it tomorrow. Don't know if I'm gonna finish the entire book in this reading vlog, but yeah, that is about how far we are in. It's gonna be just as cold tomorrow, and I think we're expecting a wintry mix overnight, so there is plenty of weather to continue a cozy reading vlog tomorrow. I'm really liking the change of setting a lot. So many thrillers that I read are either set in the US or the UK, and that's not even me trying to seek out those books. That's just me picking books that are pushed to me as thrillers that I might like. And so it's really nice to read a book that is not set in the US or the UK. It's just a refreshing change of pace, and I'm really liking all of the different Sri Lankan traditions that are coming in. The author does a good job of explaining the different Sri Lankan customs and traditions and things that are referenced in this book so far. And yeah, so that is going to be it for me tonight, and I will check back in with you guys tomorrow when I pick up this reading vlog. Bye! Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, January 15th. It is Martin Luther King Day. I have the day off of work, and I'm currently wrapped up in this fleecy blanket because it snowed last night. It is currently like 12 degrees outside, but yeah, we got some snow in Texas. Not a ton, but look at that. It's more than we normally get. Okay, it's cold. I need to get back inside. I'm a Texas girl. I'm not used to this. This is an experience, and I'm glad that I don't have anywhere to go today so that I don't have to be out and about in that. I think I'm gonna read for a little bit. I don't think I'm gonna read for as long as I did yesterday. I would like to get at least close to the halfway mark on this book, but if I don't make it there, I don't make it there. I'm gonna read for about maybe 2-ish hours, and then I just wanna chill out for the rest of the day. Maybe do some crocheting, build a puzzle, that kind of thing. So let's go ahead and get started reading. I'll be sipping on my coffee while we do that, and yeah. Before you ask, yes, I am wearing the same sweatshirt that I wore yesterday because it's cold and a lot of my other sweatshirts are dirty. So this one will have to suffice today. So yeah, it's cold. Fire's died out. It's a little chilly in the living room. It's like, not that it's actually like cold in the living room. It's a little colder than my bedroom is, but that's just because this is a big open space and I only have like that one vent up there heating this entire living room. So that's why the fireplace is nice to have. I don't think I'm gonna start a fire right now though. I think I'm gonna wait till a little bit later in the day. It is now getting on to 10:30 and I figured I should probably get up and start my day. You know, cozy reading vlog is the name of the game. So let's go ahead and make some coffee and get started with the day. Alrighty, friends. I have made it to chapter 9. I'm on page 147 now. According to Goodreads, I'm about 38% done with the book, and things are heating up. They are at a pre-wedding reception type party where it's like a cocktail hour kind of thing at the house of the parents of the bride. So this is like a pre-wedding cocktail hour where everyone shows up and things are kicking off. The main character, Amaya, she is now fully implementing plan 1, plan A, and she has a plan A, plan B, and plan C. And we don't really know what plan A and plan B involved, but stated in the first half of the book, plan C is to kill. So our main character is fully in the swing of trying to ruin this wedding between her ex-boyfriend and her ex-best friend. And interdispersed with that, we have the transcripts from the police interviews. They're not technically police, it's like a private investigative firm, but for ease of communication, I'm gonna call it police interviews because for all intents and purposes, it's operating pretty much exactly the same. And in those police interviews, we just found out that there are rumors that Amaya slept with Kavi, who is the victim's father, 5 years ago. And that is kind of what I expected, just based on the whole dynamic with the family, Amaya's dynamic with the father. That's kind of what I expected. I got a sense that she had a thing for older men, and that the way that he said, "You promised to stay away from my family," really made it seem like they had a little thing back in the day. They did say that it was a rumor, so it's not like 100% confirmed that that's what happened. But that is at least what everyone thinks happened. And even if it didn't happen, the vibe of the community in this book seems to be that even rumors are enough to cause a family to have troubles like this. It seems like this is the type of community where rumors run wild and they have a lot of sway. So public perceptions, public appearances are just as important, whether the rumors are true or not. So we're getting a little more detail of the drama that happened with Kavi's family and Amaya. And I still don't have a concrete idea of what's actually going on, but it does seem like Amaya is being tricked into coming to this wedding. I think that she's being framed for whatever is happening with Kavi. Now, who is doing the framing is still up for debate. Right now, I'm most suspicious of the fiance / ex-boyfriend. His name is Spencer, and he is not only Amaya's ex-boyfriend, but he is now the groom in the wedding that is supposed to happen. And I'm not fully convinced that he is 100% innocent, so he is kind of up towards the top of my suspect list right now, but he is also doing a good job of acting like he has no idea what's going on. So I could be way off on that. But that is kind of where I'm at right now. I think I'm going to leave this for the rest of the afternoon and just enjoy the rest of my day off. Maybe do some crocheting, watch some TV, start a fire, all that stuff. But yeah, so I'm enjoying this so far. I really like the setting. I really like the way that this book is set up, with the interviews interdispersed with the events leading up to the wedding. And yeah, I'm excited to see where it goes, especially because I'm now about 150 pages in, little under halfway done, and I'm still not piecing together what exactly is going on. So I think that's also helping keep my interest, because it's not just straightforward and obvious. It's also interesting reading about these Sri Lankan customs for weddings and stuff, and how they're blending together Western wedding customs and like food and stuff like that with the Sri Lankan customs, because Spencer, who is the fiance, the groom in this book, is American. I believe he's from like San Francisco, from the Bay Area. If not from that area, he is at least American. So it's really interesting to see those things blended together, and the author's doing a really good job of explaining the things that are a part of Sri Lankan custom that maybe someone like me, who's from the US, doesn't know. But yeah, so still very interested, still not entirely sure what's going on. So yeah, we will definitely be continuing reading this book. I'll probably pick it up again tomorrow. It's still supposed to be pretty cold tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be driving into work. because it's not even supposed to get above freezing until Wednesday. So we will continue this reading vlog until it's no longer cold outside and it's no longer a cozy reading vlog. So we'll see how far I can get in this book between now and then. For a visual, this is how far I am into the book. I'm gonna go make myself some lunch and enjoy the rest of my afternoon, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow. It is later in the week. It is now Thursday evening. I have not done pretty much any more reading since we last checked in. I've been very busy this week getting ready for my trip, trying to get all my work stuff done so that I can not stress about anything on my trip. And since we kind of just stopped in the middle of the week and in the middle of me reading a book, I figured let's just do one more cozy night in bed reading to end off this reading vlog. And I'm not going to be continuing You're Invited in this vlog. I will finish that later this week, maybe this weekend, and then we can talk about it afterwards. For tonight, I'm going to be reading What Lies in the Woods. Now, this is a book that I started like back in, I don't know, May, March, a long time ago. I should be done with this book by now. I'm still only about halfway. Okay, I'm a little more than halfway. Well, quite a bit more than halfway, actually. I'm nearly done with the book at this point. So let's just spend the rest of this evening reading some of this book and end off this vlog, because I'm probably gonna fall asleep while reading. So yeah, let's go ahead and do one more cozy reading vlog clip, but from bed this time.